Oh, and I was muted the whole time. Thank you guys for showing up. I basically wanted to do this quickly because um I didn't want to spend all night making a video. And basically my teenager's Xbox Series X showed up today from Walmart. Here it is, sitting on top of his Xbox One. As you can see, much smaller. And we set it up with his Samsung Q70R. And one of the funny things in this situation, let me remove this because there's a bunch of crumbs on the table. Hey, teenagers, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, also let me know if you can hear me because you should be able to, but I don't I don't really. Oh, well, yeah. All right. If I put the headphones on, I can hear myself. I guess I don't need to hear myself. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Uh, what's up? Is that Gerard Jara says this is not true? Well, what I'm thinking is it's probably just upscaling it, obviously, because it's like, 4 teraflops compared to the 12 or 13 in the Xbox Series X. And the Xbox Series X is obviously supposed to be going, you know, it's supposed to be the 4K 60 console out of the two, obviously. So here we go. Yeah, what's up, Vomsy? What's going on? So let me pull up the pictures. And where's the picture thing? Okay, here it is. Okay. So when we were doing where's the arrow? Where the heck is the arrow? Oh crap. Come on. There it is. Okay. We need this arrow. Here we go. All right, so here we go. This is what we get. 6K. No, 4K 60 HDR going into the Samsung Q70R. So you tell me. This is 11:24 p.m. This just happened. About an hour ago. Little more than an hour ago. So yeah. Strange, huh? Strange. And this is NBA 2K or whatever. And if you look, I mean, this is just an iPhone picture. Like, it's it gets pretty clear back here. What this part that's supposed to be in focus. So that's that. Okay, and then let's see. That's a closer one. Check it out. Here's general TV and display options: 4K UHD, 60 hertz. Here's in the video mode section. Look, allow 4K, allow HDR10, allow HDR. Hey, what's up? What is up? What is going on? Thanks for joining me. Just want to get this quick video out because this is just actually pretty. Did I say cray cray? No, this is just surprising because when we were doing the setup of the Xbox Series X, oh, I gotta take this daily hi-fi thing off of here. Boom. Sorry, guys. This is on my channel only. Yes, this is on my channel. Oh man, awesome. I always watch your reviews and videos before buying any audio and video equipment. Thank you for your help. You're very welcome. You can trust me. Hey, cool. That's awesome. So, hey, what's going on? What is going on? Random quick live stream because this information I found out was pretty cool. So this is the Xbox Series X outputting a 4K 60 signal. And as you can see from the video modes here, look at all that's checked. If this was supposed to be, if you're like, okay, well, Techno Dad, what's the big deal? Why is this? What's up with this? Well, basically, and I've got links to all this stuff in the description box if you guys want to read these. Look at this. Xbox Series S, that's what we're talking about, is starting to look a lot like a 1080p console, not 1440p as Microsoft claims. However, it's outputting 4K 60. Okay, cool. Is this wrong? Is this right? What's the deal here? So this is kind of like why I did this video, because I didn't. So here it is. This is my teenager's room. Mind you, there's it's a teenager's room, right? Here it is, Xbox Series X sitting on top of Xbox One. And we're getting 4K 60 with FreeSync HDR coming from the Xbox Series S. And you can see that it's set up for 4K UHD. So you can understand my confusion. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, what is going on? Calibrate your HDR on the Series X. So this is the Series S. We're talking about the Series S. Yeah, Series S, not Series X. So for the Series S, the smaller one, the cheaper one, the $300 one without a drive, I have a feeling it's upscaling a 1440p to get there. But I mean, this is actually kind of cool. Oh, I didn't switch the video. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. StreamYard, here we go. Application window. There's got to be a better way to like switch back and forth. Okay, so check it out. Here it is. Boom. Series S on top of the Xbox One. Obviously a lot smaller, right? And then here it is. 3840 by 2160 FreeSync, 59 hertz. Coming in, right? November 9, 11/24 is a little over an hour ago, almost an hour and a half ago. Here's a 4K UHD 60. You select this in the Series S, right? Look at this. Allow 4K, allow HDR10, allow HDR. Obviously no Dolby Vision because this is a Samsung Q70R. And this is last year's Samsung. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Hey, thank you. Thank you for letting me know, man, because it's late. It's late. And I got this and I was like, hey, let me take some pictures because it was kind of weird. So here it is. Look, your TV does not support 4K 120. Obviously, we know that. Your TV supports 4K UHD. Your TV setup supports up to native 1440p and 120 FPS. That's interesting that they put the word native in there. So clearly, this could be just an upscaling of 1440 60, which is totally cool. I actually think that's great for a $300 console. Here's a bigger screen just so you can see the Xbox Series S in the photo. So, because, people will be like, you lie. This is late and damn, that's small. Yeah, totally, man. It's so cool. Off topic, can Series X play Dolby Vision Blu-ray discs? It'll play it, but without Dolby Vision. It'll revert back to HDR10. That's all. So no Dolby Vision on the Series X. What do you call it? When you're playing from 4K disc, but you do get Dolby Vision for streaming. And I bet you anything, this Series S does support Dolby Vision. We're on his Samsung. So here are the resolutions. Yeah, he played the basketball game, but he had to go to sleep. It's in his bedroom. It's his. It's not mine. But maybe tomorrow, before I go to work, I'll take some 4K footage of the basketball game he plays because it looked great. So we can put it to 1440 and it comes out 2560 1440 FreeSync. I was an idiot. I didn't even try 120 hertz, so maybe I'll try that tomorrow. He's asleep in the next room. Otherwise, he's probably not asleep. I mean, he's like 18, but whoa, what is this? Oh, this is something else. But anyway, yeah. So very interesting. So at first I thought this was a mistake, and then I'm like, oh wait, they're probably just upscaling the situation. So here's just random pictures I took with my iPhone. But I mean, look back here. Look where the area where it's supposed to be in focus in this picture here. This is like a shot of the crowd in the basketball game or something like that. So I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not real 4K 60, obviously, because the Xbox Series X is supposed to be what do you call it? The 4K 60 situation. But I mean, for $300, you're getting 1440 upscaled to 4K. Not bad. And I didn't even try like Netflix or anything like that because, again, this is in my son's room. So I had to just kind of get in and out of there pretty quickly. But yeah, maybe I'll take some footage tomorrow and post it of him playing the basketball game on this Samsung Q70R from last year. So other couple of things what do you guys think? Is that cool or is that pretty cool? Let me know in the chat, and then we are going to check this out. Known issues for the Xbox Series X and Series S. Now, here is the big one. If you are using a 4K 120 TV that also supports VRR, you might encounter no signal or corrupted image when Xbox is configured for 4K 120 and VRR. This occurs with various TVs from LG, Samsung, or Vizio. So they're literally saying this, you're going to get this bug on possibly any LG, Samsung, or Vizio. That's crazy. So that can be a multitude of models. They do tell you to get your latest firmware, but yeah, that's a known issue. So just if you're getting blackouts and all that kind of stuff, make sure you update your TV to the latest firmware and all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. Just got to be careful here. It can output it, but it won't for games. Well, you saw in the picture, he's playing the game in 4K 60. So I'll take some footage of that if you guys want to see. But might as well get the X when you run out of storage on the S. Well, you also have to think about it this way. The S isn't downloading a full, 9. Actually, it actually did. He was downloading for quite some time. The console came in during the Daily Hi-Fi stream earlier. Well, I guess that's yesterday. But again, this was his birthday present. He wanted the Xbox Series S. Obviously, he wanted to make it cheaper for me, so I was able to secure him the S for pre-order. I wasn't able to get an X to test with all the TVs I have in here, so it's just a waiting game for me. Yeah, the Series S is kind of worth it. That's what I'm saying. Like $300 for a, let's be real, checkerboarding 4K is what the PS4 was doing. Sorry, PS4 Pro was doing. So you're getting checkerboard 4K probably, or upscaled, however they're doing it, for $300. Hey, not bad. That's why we like you, Techno Dad. I love you guys too. Thank you so much. Late afternoon. It could be, and this is also a game that's not for Series S, so that could be something as well, right? Here, let me put this back up on the screen for those that just arrived or whatever. So yeah, this is the basketball game he was playing, and it's 4K 60, FreeSync, HDR. It will not game at 4K, so I don't know. This is the signal that's coming in, 60 frame per second signal. The game looked great, and even my kid was like, wow. I mean, of course that's going to be a big what do you call it, a big jump from the Xbox that he had, but it's set to output 4K 60. It allows 4K HDR and all these, like, to me, this whole section, if this player was not supposed to have any kind of 4K capability, this stuff would not be here. Allow 4K, allow HDR10, allow HDR, allow Dolby Vision. None of that would be there if they didn't want this to, like, at least upscale to 4K. So yeah, so I'm thinking it's probably just because it's an older game. Yeah. AAA games won't be in 4K 60. Yeah. So, maybe this is the RDNA 2. I mean, this console only has 4 teraflops. So when I saw a 4K 60 signal coming into the TV, I was like, this has got to be wrong. And even before that, when we were setting it up, I had him go through it, but I was like, sitting there watching what he was doing. And it's like, there it is. Dirty ass desk. Stinking teenager. Let's try to get these crumbs out of the way. There we go. Damn it. Crumbs are still there. Anyway, yeah. So when we were setting it up, it's like, you have a 4K TV. Do you want to use 4K? And I'm like, click yes. And I'm like, why is it saying it's 4K when everything else says 1440p? So maybe it was a combination of things. Maybe it's because it's an older TV, the Samsung Q70R from last year. Maybe it's because it's an Xbox One X game that he downloaded, and it was a 70 gigabyte download, so maybe it's the full game. Is it maybe it looks better just because of those factors, and then it's downscale to 1440 and then upscale to 4K. I don't know. Well, the HDMI is HDMI 2.0B, so it'll support 4K 60 with HDR. So it's not like they're going back to HDMI 1.4. You know what I mean, Fredo? Good observation though. So for those of you joining us, my son's pre-order came in today, like 8 hours ago or whatever. And I was surprised when I saw a 4K 60 signal, and then I went in and it's set to 4K 60, allowing 4K HDR. Here you can see TV supports native. See, they put native in there, 1440p at 120 frames per second. So it's it's just upscaling it. But I think that's cool for a $300 console. I think the along with the Oculus Quest, these are probably the two like coolest things for holiday gifts. If you've got a teenager, somebody that wants to play some casual games, I mean, you can see here, I can select it, and here's the 1440 signal coming in. I was an idiot. I only did 60 frames per second because I wasn't really thinking about it. And again, I couldn't do more because he had to go to sleep, or he says he's asleep. He's 18. It's 1 a.m. He's wide awake. Let's be real. I'm not no qualms about that. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. I also didn't want to spend like a whole hour. Yeah, I wanted to just kind of go like 17 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. But yeah, interesting stuff going on. And like I said, like it's hard to tell what's happening with all this stuff when we have no clue what's happening until the consoles get here. Case in point, none of these, where is it? Stop screen, share screen. This is so annoying. Small console with big potential. Here's the now these links are in the description box if you guys want to read these. Size. This is from The Verge. So it says that games are currently locked at 30 frames per second. Most maintain these frame rates more reliably than on the Xbox One S. Destiny 2 has been optimized. Can you see? Are you guys seeing the right thing? Yeah. Okay. Looks like optimized games will hit 60 frames per second at 1080p on the Series S and not the 1440p target that Microsoft promised for this console. So maybe they are just trying to cover their ass and just upscale everything. So yeah, very surprising. Oh yeah, the game isn't hurting the GPU, so it can handle 4K. So that's what I'm saying. This is actually pretty cool for $300. Yes, exactly. I think it's because it's an older game. I think it's because of an older game. So when we, so that's cool for people that have all the older game stuff and have a lot of games that they want to play that's not necessarily out yet. They're probably going to have a pretty good experience. Yeah. Good morning, Stephen G. Yeah, but yeah, Jesse, that's what I'm thinking too. So it's a combination of that. It's upscaling, and I was more than anything just surprised. I was just surprised. I was like, oh, what? 4K 60? What is going on? Totally. The new Halo won't. Exactly. But hey, not bad for a $300 console. And if it's doing all the 4K streaming in Dolby Vision, which I'd have to move it up to the living room to check out, very compelling price for the holidays. No, I didn't try 120 FPS on the 1440p as I wasn't thinking about it, and my kid was trying to go to sleep. So, or he was saying he wanted to go to sleep, so I was not trying to be there longer than I needed to be. But yeah, Steven, I think the Series S has a lot of good things going for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, no, definitely, Jesse. But hey, thank you guys for hanging out. I just need to cut this off and make it short. This is all I wanted to say. And for those of you not understanding it, that yeah, it looks like I think the Xbox Series S is going to be a hot seller this holiday season, especially if you have your kid doesn't need a 4K 120. Yeah, no, don't think so. So this is definitely cool. It will work with your older 4K TVs, older 4K from last year, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. You're probably good to go. So yeah, thank you for hanging out, you guys. And we'll see you later. Peace.